Good day. My name is Jeffrey R. Sullivan, and this is our topic today: developing talent. Coaching and mentoring. Coaching involves working with organizational members, typically managers and executives, on a regular basis to help them clarify their goals, deal with potential stumbling blocks, and improve their performance. This intervention is highly personal and generally involves a one-on-one relationship between the OD practitioner and the client. Mentor Mentoring involves establishing a relationship between a manager or a someone more like experienced and other organization member who is less experienced. Unlike coaching, mentoring is often more directive with the mentor intentionally transferring specific knowledge and skill and guiding the client's activity perhaps as part of the career development process. The goals of coaching. Coaching typically address one or more of the following goals: assisting an executive to more effectively execute some transition, such as merger, integration, or downsizing, addressing a performance problem, or developing new behavioral skills as part of leadership development program. Application stages. Establish the principle of the relationship. The initial phase of coaching intervention involved establishing the goals of the engagement, the parameters of the relationship, such as schedule, resources, and compensation, and ethical considerations such as confidentiality and boundaries issue. Conduct an assessment. This process can be personal or systemic. In a personal assessment, the client is guided through an assessment framework. It can involve a set of interview questions that elicit development opportunities or a more formal personal style instrument. In a systemic assessment. The client's team, peers, and relevant others are engaged in the process. The most common form of systemic assessment involves a 360-degree feedback process. Debrief the result. The coach and client review the assessment data and agree on diagnosis. The purpose of the feedback session is to get the client to move to action. In light of the assessment data, intervention goals can be further refined and revised if necessary. Develop an action plan. The specific activity the client and coach will engage in are outlined. These can include new action that will lead to goal achievement, learning opportunities that build knowledge and skill, or project demonstrate competence. Developing an action plan can be the most difficult part of the process because the client must own the result of the assessment and begin to see new possibilities for action. The action plan should also include methods and milestones to monitor progress and to evaluate the effectiveness of the coaching process. Implement the action plan in addition to the elements of the action plan listed above. Much of the coaching process involves one-on-one meetings between the coach and the client. In this session, the coach supports and encourages the client to act on his intentions. A considerable amount of skills is required to confront, challenge, and facilitate learning. Assess the result at appropriate intervals. The coach and client review and evaluate the result of implementation. Based on this information, the goals or action plans can be revised, or the process can be terminated. Career planning and development intervention. Organizations are becoming more and more reliant on their intellectual capital. The war for talent, the changing nature of the workforce, shifting social expectations about work and family, and increasingly knowledge-based strategies have pressured organizations to rethink their role in managing careers and developing their human capital. Career planning and development interventions are important tools in developing and retaining an effective workforce. Growing numbers of managers and professional staff are seeking more control over their work lives. Organization members, especially women, minorities, mid-career workers, and new college recruits, are not willing to have their careers just happen and are taking on an active role in planning and managing them. What are the goals? Career planning and development intervention provide the appropriate resource, tools, and process necessary to help organization members plan and attain their career objectives. A career consists of a sequence of work-related positions occupied by a person during the course of a lifetime. Career planning is concerned with individuals choosing jobs, occupation, and organizations at each stage of their careers. Career development involves helping employees attain career objectives, although both of these interventions generally are aimed at managerial and professional employees. A growing number of programs are including lower-level employees, particularly those in white-collar jobs. Four distinct career stages of career development. The establishment stage, ages 21 to 26. This phase is the outset of a career when people are generally uncertain and may be stressed about their competence and potential. They are dependent on other, especially bosses, and more experienced employees for guidance, support, and feedback. At this stage, people are making initial choices about committing themselves to a specific career, organization, and job. They are exploring possibilities while learning about their own capabilities. The advance the advancement stage, 26 to 40. During this phase, employees become independent contributors who are concerned with achieving and advancing in their choosing careers. They have typically learned to perform autonomously and need less guidance from bosses and closer ties with colleagues. This settling down period also is characterized by attempts to clarify the range of long-term career options. The maintenance stage, ages 40 to 60. This phase involves leveling off and holding on to career success. Many people at this stage have achieved their greatest advancement and are now concerned with helping less experienced subordinates. For those who are dissatisfied with their career progress. This period can be conflictual and depressing as characterized by the term midlife crisis. People often repraise their circumstances, search for alternatives, and redirect their career efforts. Success in these endeavors can lead to continuing growth, where failure can lead to early decline. The withdrawal stage, age 60 and above. The final stage is concerned with leaving a career. It involves letting go of organizational attachments and getting ready for greater leisure time and retirement. The employee's major contribution are imparting knowledge and experience to others. For those people who are generally satisfied with their careers, this period can result in feeling of fulfillment and a willingness to leave the career behind. Establish a career planning mechanism. Career planning involves setting individual career objectives. It is high personalized and generally includes assessing one's interests, capabilities, values, and goals, examining alternative careers, making decisions that may affect the current job, and planning how to progress in the desired direction. This process results in people choosing jobs, occupation, and organizations. It determines, for example, whether individuals will accept or decline promotions and transfer and whether they will stay with or leave the company for another job or for retirement. Assemble an appropriate set of career development process. Career development intervention help individuals achieve their career objectives. Career development follows closely from career planning and includes organizational practices that helps employees implement those plans. Career development can be integrated with people career needs by linking it to different career stages. Eight intervention that can mix and match to meet the needs of diverse workforce. Realistic job previews, assessment center, job rotation, and challenging assignments, consultative roles, development training, performance management, work-life balance intervention, phased retirement. Management and leadership intervention. Management and leadership development programs are one of the most popular ODE interventions aimed at developing talent and increasing employee retention. This program builds an individual skills, socialize leaders, incorporate values, and prepare. What are the goals? The term training is typically used when the goal is development of the workforce, while the terms management development and leadership development are normally applied when the goal is development of the organization, management, and executive talent. Application stages. Management and leadership development interventions generally follow a process of needs assessment, setting instructional objectives, and design delivery and evaluation. Perform a needs assessment. The strategy assessment involves understanding the knowledge and experience future leaders will need to execute the business strategy. It includes tasks, activities, and decisions that participants should perform better after training, as well as the conceptual frameworks that guide these activities. This can be done by identifying the top 3 to 5 external and internal leadership challenges facing the business and the experience that might help build the competence to deal with them. The organization assessment focuses on the systems that make affect the ability to transfer learning and development experience back to the organization. For transfer to occur, participants must be provided with the opportunity and appropriate condition to apply their new skills, knowledge, and abilities to the workstation. Organizational assessment determines whether the necessary support exists in the organization to make leadership development worthwhile. For example, if executives are generally unwilling to send their managers to the program for fear of losing them to promotion, then the organization assessment would suggest addressing management guidelines for change before implementing the program. The final element, individual assessment, aims to understand the existing pool of people who should be candidate for the program, such as an assessment would include their current level and range of skills, knowledge, and abilities. Developing the objectives and design of the training. These steps first establish outcome objective for development intervention. These objectives should describe both the result expected from a competent leader and how those results were achieved. Deliver the training. These stages implements the development program. Participants apply or are invited to attend the program, complete the activities included in its design, and return to their normal work routines. Evaluate the training. The final step assesses the training to determine whether it met its objective. The 4 criteria most commonly used to evaluate training effectiveness are reaction, learning, behavior, and results. My references. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Thank you.